Good evening, my friends. Welcome. Bear with me for just 1 second because I just saw something. I thought I did. So, Daryl, you made a post and you're putting it in the stories area, which is going to give you more visibility. And so I'm going to come over here. It'll love it. Now, when people love what you post, you get more visibility. And again, what I'm going to do, and the more people that react to it, that respond to it, the more opportunities you're going to have to talk. All right, so I'm going to go over here before we start. And I'm going to put in the link in the chat here the link to Daryl's Facebook page, and I would appreciate it if all of you would send him a friend request. Okay, he's just starting to build up his list. And so, Daryl, right now you're up to 42, and it's growing. Now, let me take a look and see who's here. Let's go back. You know, tonight February the 28th would normally be the end of February, but it's leap year. So you've got an extra day. So you're building your business, you've got an extra day. So tonight, we're going to talk about two things. One, we're going to talk about a large group of people that are jumping over to LinkedIn because they're looking for work. We're going to show you how to find them, how to connect with them, and I'm going to give you some ideas about how you could start conversations with them, conversations that could turn into new distributors, new customers. Retirees are rushing to join LinkedIn to go back to work this year. Been all over the news. The publisher of Resume Builder said that 1 in 8 retirees plan to go back to work. Bigger than that. CBS News reports that millions of Americans nearing retirement age don't have savings. Nearly half of baby boomers have no retirement savings. So we have a group of people that are clearly candidates for your business. On Sunday, February the 18th, LinkedIn had 7,090,000 retired members. LinkedIn has added 270,000 retired people to their membership since then. So today, they have 7,360,000 retired members. Now, when you're reaching out to some of these people, you're going to have to check to see how active they are. Because some of these people created profiles and they haven't been back in 5 or 6 years. And the last thing that you want to do is start reaching out to people that are not active. In fact, they're not there. If they're not there, you're wasting your time. If they are there, then depending on what they do, they could seriously be candidates for your business. I'm just kind of looking down at the people that are here. And so if you're not on LinkedIn, you really need to be there. Now, what would you attempt to do in network marketing if you knew you couldn't fail? What would you do? How would you feel if you knew that you could build your business on LinkedIn and Facebook in an hour or two a day? All you need is a profile to be able to connect with people. Let me look in the chat. So Edward writes, Max, I have been kicked out of ClickFunnels' official Facebook page. let me unmute Edward.
Yes, sir.
So Edward, so what happened?
I was in the ClickFunnels official page, which I know you have a page, and someone, Rick, asked for anyone know of LinkedIn training that I could join or follow up in. So I typed in your name and it created like a link to you. and it was immediately removed. I received a warning. I put it back in there because I'm not selling anything. I was just recommending you for coaching or for just your service. And I got another message that said that I was locked out for 30 days. And that was the end of it. I'm like, wow, I understand marking my own link, selling my service. We weren't selling anything. I was just recommending you.
Well, let me explain to you what happened. Okay. And let me give you another example. All right. I have been pretty vocal over the years that you don't need blogs. You don't need funnels to build a business. All you need is a profile. So think about it. For you to recommend me to people that in an official ClickFunnels page would be like, I mean, I can't think of an example unless maybe you had a Sioux Indian group and you're directing people to go to George Armstrong Custer's page.
But they
So
don't offer LinkedIn training, so I didn't
no, no,
feel
no,
like
no,
I was
no, no. I
violating the
no,
rules.
Edward, I understand that. Okay, I understand that, but clearly someone in that group that's promoting ClickFunnels, okay, that has a lot more experience than you, who knows what I teach, complained about it. Okay. And frankly, if I had a group and somebody came on and started to promote SEO, search engine optimization. Hey, you got to go to this guy because he's got the greatest search engine optimization training on the planet. You know, pay him 20 grand and you could have the #1 spot on Google Chrome for 30 days. It's only going to cost you $20,000. I'd throw you off my group too. So,
I understand that, but you offered a price.
well,
I see where you're coming from. I just didn't
right,
feel
right.
like
So,
referring
so
you for
I'm I'm
training
I'm
out there.
I'm 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 just trying to explain what happened. Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
All right. So let's come back to this. Okay. How would you feel if you knew that you could talk to perfect prospects about your business every day on LinkedIn and Facebook? I mean, literally, you could go on LinkedIn and pull out people that are retired that are clearly looking for a new opportunity, new ways to make money. How would you feel if you knew that you could recruit 5 to 10 people into your business every month with the certainty, predictable certainty, just like we know the sun comes up in the east and it goes down in the west? Because what I'm sharing with all of you has been proven over 28 years to work. How would you feel that you knew, or if you knew that you could become a top earner in your business before the end of the year? How would that make you feel? It would make you feel great. And the truth is that all you need to do this is to create a profile on LinkedIn, a profile on Facebook that would appeal to the people that you want to talk to and start up a conversation like a party. You go into a party and you could walk around the room and pick out the people that you knew in advance you'd be interested in talking to. And yet there are going to be in attendance at this party that, frankly, are doing all the wrong things. I remember years ago, Herbalife came up with a tool. It was a 6-inch white pin that had in big red letters, "Want to lose weight? Ask me how." And so all you had to do was you buy the pin. Women were pinning it to their purses, pinning it to their jackets. You're going out, you got the pin. And the idea was people would see the pin, come up to you because they were interested in losing weight. And in some circumstances, that was very effective. And then they started to make some other pins, pins with rhinestones, glitz, with a lot of glitz and flashing lights. Now, if you went to a black tie affair, men are in tuxedos, women are in evening gowns, would you wear the pin? I don't think so. But yet there are people that would wear the pin. Now, if you're wearing the pin and you start walking around the room and people see you approaching them, what are they going to think? Most of them are going to think, uh-oh, they're coming. We got to go. There might be some people that would be curious, but you would turn off more people than you would turn on. And over the years, this is what's happened in network marketing. People's perception of the business is you're going to run around and talk to your friends and your family. You're going to chase them because you want them to get in your business. And that has destroyed relationships over the years. And frankly, it's not the way you effectively build a business. All you need is a profile. We can take a look at some of these. And then you are free to go out and meet and start talking to people that, based on who they are and what they do, that they would, like to connect with you. People like connecting with people that share their same values, share their same interests, people that went to the same schools, people that were in the same profession. So there are new features and actions that are producing immediate results that are going to lead to sales on LinkedIn and Facebook. And it all starts with your profile. There are new categories of prospects that are anxious to join your business. And they're easy to find, and they're really easy to connect with, but you want to come across as the person that they would like to know, versus being that person in the tuxedo with the white "want to lose weight" pin on their lapel. It doesn't work. Social networking law number one: what you see on a person's profile is what they want to talk about. What they see on your profile is what they feel you want to talk about. And that's the way it is. You can recruit like crazy, crush it on LinkedIn and Facebook every day with something that I coined years ago: reverse attraction marketing. You could go out and you could connect with people based on what's on their profile. The people that you knew before you ever struck up a conversation, these people would be interested in your business. Case in point, if you're in the military, if you're in the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force, you could go online, on LinkedIn specifically, and you could run into all kinds of people that were in the same service. If you're a school teacher, you could go online and connect with other school teachers. Whatever your profession was or is, you can jump on LinkedIn easier than Facebook and connect with people that would enjoy connecting with you. Now, LinkedIn's searching feature is clearly the best of any social network. Because what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to search for people, and they've added new searching features, dramatically changed over the last 6 months, that are going to make it easier for you to connect with people. And that's all you have to do. Connect with people, start a conversation. They've got new searching features, advanced searching features, like Sales Navigator, like Recruiter Lite, like Recruiter, that you have to pay for. Last summer, the appeal to LinkedIn was it was free. It was free. Create a profile, and you're free to go out there and connect with people. They have a feature called Celebrations, which sometime this year, I think they're going to take it off part of the free service, and you're going to have to be paying for one of the advanced services, even if it doesn't show up and doesn't appear to be available to you. If you know how to get it, you can get it. LinkedIn Celebrations feature makes it easier to follow up with people. You can see people that change their jobs, people who are having a birthday, people that have work anniversaries. And what this does for you is it enables you to reconnect with and follow up with your best prospects, connect with the best new people. It's going to help you save time, increase your closing rates, and reduce rejection, which is going to help you build a bigger team much faster. So when we do a celebration and they bring it up, and it's funny because sometimes I feel like LinkedIn has people watching my broadcast. Because initially, when they added this, you could see who you were connected to, and you had to bring up their profile and check out how long have you been connected? Are they still active? And after about a month and a half of talking about this, all of a sudden one day we came on here and LinkedIn was now letting us know. So I'm connected to Kevin for 10 years. So it all starts with your profile. Now, LinkedIn has rolled out major restrictions on all free accounts. So you used to be able to do 300 profile searches a month and send connection requests to people. Now, all free account users can only send out 10 connection requests a month with a connection request message of 200 characters rather than the usual 300 characters. Huge. They're driving people to want to pay for it. So when you try to send a message and our scripts call for a 273 character message, you got to edit some of this out. But the problem is you got to be sending it to more than 10 people a month. They are also warning people about sending connection requests that you know. And this will come up when you're reaching out to somebody that LinkedIn feels might be a bogus profile. as we start doing things, there is an algorithm, the back of your profile. You're watching what you're doing. So when someone has activity that LinkedIn frowns on, and you send any kind of a connection request to these people, this is what you're going to get. Starts with searching. You type in the search bar, whatever you're looking for. Now, your search results are going to be determined by the content of your profile and how much your content matches up with the profiles of other people. So I'm going to come over here, pop over here to LinkedIn. So this is your little search window right here. You're looking for somebody that's retired. Type it in there. Hit the enter key. Then click the people tab. Here it is, 7,360,000 retired people. That's a lot of people. Now, if you did the same search, the search results are going to be different for you than it is for me. Why? I'm in Florida. So the people that are going to come up here first are all going to be people in Florida. You do a search, and the people that are going to come up first are going to be people that are in your state, your city. The other element would be mutual connections. They're going to give you 10 on a page. Again, the ones that are going to come up, Florida for me. Now here's somebody in Washington, D.C. So why would this person come up? Because we have mutual friends, and depending upon who that mutual friend is, going to bring it up. I did this in somebody else's account the other day. In fact, let me do that. Now, Gloria has been a top earning network marketer. She made millions in the business. And if we come over here and we do a search for retired, actually, one of the first things that you want to do is you go to your network. And she's got 6,000 connections. It's always easier to have a conversation with people that you're already connected to. So her first level, she's connected to 5,100 people. So if I come up here and I type in retired, hit the enter key. She's connected to 171 people that are retired. Now, as we scroll down, some of the people that she's connected to that retired also have the open to work frame around their picture. So they are clearly retired, but they're looking for people. Now, her first level of people. Let me reset it. Come back over here. to her network, connections. Her first level, she's got 5,100 people. These 5,100 people all have connections. Her second level, people who are connected to the first level, 1,540,000 people. These people all have connections. LinkedIn's going to let you communicate with people on 3 levels. Show results. So she has access to 1 billion people on LinkedIn. Now, if I did a search, and I came up here and I said, okay, show me all of the retired people on LinkedIn. Now, what's interesting is she's not getting the same number. She's getting 40 less. But again, if you scroll down and look, she's in Canada. All these people that are coming up are in Canada. If she decided, I want to find people in sales, we're all going to come up with the same number, 55,400,000. But again, the ones that are going to come up for her are going to be in Canada. I log out of her account, come back into mine. Come up here and look for sales. Now I'm getting a little bit of a different number. However, people that are coming up for me are going to be in Florida. So if you want to look for people in a particular area, you can search by location. Now, people who are looking for an opportunity. $2,050,000. 2,050,000. Do you think out of all of these people that you could find 10 that would be interested in what you do? I'm going to pop over here. All right, so let's take a look at And page is not coming up. And actually, I did it by name. So this is your profile. And let me just and it looks like you've been a student since November of last year. You were in the January boot camp. But doesn't look like you're very active. You've only got 87 connections. Let's look at Rex. Now, Rex, looks like you've been a student for a long time. Let me So, wow. I mean, we're talking about 2006 in boot camp last summer. But it doesn't look like you've done very much. And the big mistake you're making is you're telling everybody that you're a network marketer. Let me unmute you. Now, sometimes people can talk and sometimes they can't. So here's the deal. Number one, you're retired. What did you do prior to 2019? What that's going to do is it's going to set you up to be able to connect with other people. A proper profile. I'm retired, but I decided I wanted more in my life. I found a new passion for helping others reach their potential and earn extra income working from home without hindering what they are presently doing. Again, why would anyone want to reach out to you and talk to you? Unless they're trying to sell you something. Well, I'm glad you're here because the bottom line is it doesn't have to stay this way. Let me give you some examples. So when you do a search, we're all going to get different searches. You can search for people by country, by city or state, but you could even break it down by zip code. So people that are flat out on their profile, they're saying, hey, I am open to work. You got 140 million people. There's more to these people. What do they do? What's their background? What are their experience? Open to work, 140 million. Looking for an opportunity, 9,380,000 people. Looking for opportunities, 2 million. Looking for an opportunity, 1.3 million. Seeking an opportunity, 5 million. They have this open to work frame around their picture. Open to an opportunity, 2.4 million. And remember, these numbers change every day because every month 10 million new people are jumping into LinkedIn. So here are 10 occupations with the highest burnout rate. Now, these are people who, in addition to having a high burnout rate, would also be interested in network marketing. The number one category are physicians, doctors. And I just did a keyword search and look at these numbers. Look at the numbers of people that are coming up on LinkedIn that you could talk to. You could connect with. The people that have the most in common with you. That's one parameter. Another way, people that share your interests, your values, or people that would be inclined to want to look at your business. Doctors are number one. Nurses are number two. And how we type in nurse, registered nurse, RN, licensed practical nurse, LPN, nurse assistant. These are the numbers. And they're changing all the time. Social workers. I can tell you a quick story. When I was building a network marketing business, I had a friend in Chicago that was a social worker. And she used to pop on AOL around 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'd see her pop up on my buddy list. We talk. They didn't have pictures back then. It was the content of our profile and our activity that would attract people to each other. My screen name was Mentor, MENTOR 2006. People would ask me, what's up with the number 2006? And my response was, I've got an internet business that is generating a growing stream of residual income. Now, this was back in 1996. It was 10 years out. Generating a growing stream of residual income, and by the year 2006, I expect to be sailing in the South Pacific on a 150-foot sailboat with 15 of my closest friends. And people would come back and they'd say, well, how do I get on the boat? How do I become your friend? So Carol was a social worker. And so we became friends. I would find out that she was connected to the Chicago school system. She was in a school. And then after school, she had her own practice, relationship practice. Busy. Clearly, I mean, she was making about $150,000 in her private practice. So she had no financial need. And so we never really talked about about my business. And then I was building my business around the company events. Our company was having at least 2 events every month. And one month there was an event in Chicago where she was, and there was an event in Dallas. And so I mentioned to her, I'm coming to Chicago for a mini vacation and a conference. And it turned out that Les Brown, who the motivational speaker, was going to be speaking at our event. People in Chicago love Les Brown. And when I told her that Les Brown was going to be speaking there, she wanted to come. Absolutely. So as we got closer to the event, it turns out that the company's also having an event in Dallas, and I got 12 people lined up to meet me in Dallas, and the only person that was going to meet in Chicago was Carol. So at the last minute, I told Carol, I'm sorry, I'm not coming to Chicago. She was disappointed, not because she wasn't going to meet me, because she couldn't get to see Les Brown. So I told her, don't worry about it. You can go see Les Brown. So I called up the person that was putting on the event. I introduced myself. And I said, listen, I have a guest that's coming. I'd appreciate it if, you'd show her every courtesy. So when you used to go to these events, if you were a member of the company, if you were a distributor, they'd give you a name tag with a blue frame, blue edge. And if you were a guest, they gave you a red edge. So you could tell the distributors from the guests. And let me give you a piece of advice. Never send a prospect to an event unless you've got somebody on your team to meet them there or meet them there yourself. So she goes to this event and she called me later and she told me I felt like a piece of meat, or I felt like I was swimming with a bunch of sharks and I was bleeding. So the thing was that the event, she didn't really know much about the company, but people started to tell her about the company and she was intrigued. I never did. They're telling her about the company, and she was telling them that, my friend Max in Florida is in this business, and if I was going to do the business, I do it with Max in Florida. And they were telling her, well, you can't do that. You need to be working with somebody local, somebody that can work with you and train you and help you. And she said, well, Max told me that if I wanted to do the business, I could do it over the internet. And they were, oh, no, you can't do this over the internet. You got to be working with somebody face to face. And she said, well, how do you think I got here? Now, Les Brown was also a distributor. They brought her back to meet Les Brown. I mean, they made such a push to get her in the business, and she turned them down. The next day, she called me to thank me for going to the event. She tells me she wants to get in the business. Now, why am I telling you this story? Because I found out then that she was not only a social worker in the Chicago school system, she was running for president of the of the Illinois Social Workers Association. She was very active politically. And she ultimately became president. A year later, she was the president of the Social Workers Association for the entire United States. You want to talk about somebody that's got a big circle of influence? And she loved our company. She loved what we were doing. It was a 24-hour-a-day television channel with all education and personal development. The company was called the People's Network, TPN. At the last big event we had, she had 15 state presidents that were all excited about getting into the business. Half of them had already signed up. And they get to the event where they made the big announcement that we're now going to be part of prepaid legal, and they're phasing out the channel. She was heartbroken, absolutely heartbroken, crushed. But my point is that these social workers do other things. Social workers, psychiatrists, counselors, psychotherapists, look at these numbers. Teachers make the best network marketers, hands down. And frankly, school teachers burn out. Show me somebody that's been teaching school for more than 5 years. They know all about network marketing. Somebody, fellow teacher, has told them about it. Break it down by the kind of teacher. Then we have school principals. I know 7 school principals that are $1 million earners in different network marketing companies. Break it down. High school, elementary school, attorneys. The person that got me into network marketing was an attorney, my divorce attorney. Police officers, today, with the current situation out there today, more policemen are leaving their profession. Do a search for police officers in Seattle, Washington State. Look at the states where policemen are, New York, same thing. New York policemen are retiring. They're taking early retirement. Accountants, fast food employees, fast food coffee shop owners, take your pick. Retail sales. Last year, Bed Bath & Beyond went bankrupt. They had 57,000 people that were on LinkedIn. No shortage of opportunity. And then we have coaches. Anybody can become a coach. And most of the coaches that you're going to meet or connect with on LinkedIn all have either tried network marketing as a general way to generate a side income. And we have all kinds of scripts for that. So now for the last 2 months, we've been talking about Bruce Lee's quote, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." The more you do this, the better you are going to get at picking out the right people to talk to. So your one kick step to mastering every social network is my 4-step formula. Create your profile, put yourself out there, connect with people. Now, what has changed dramatically since you've all been on LinkedIn for a while is the number of people that you're already connected to that you have dropped the ball on. All right? You can resurrect these conversations, communicate with people. You can restart conversations, qualify them, and close the ones that clearly need what you have. Effective engagement will be the key to your success. And this is so simple that anyone can master it. Now, you'll enroll more reps with these proven actions and innovative texting scripts. First, change your picture. Change your picture on Facebook and talk to the people that react and respond to the picture change. When you bring somebody into the business, The first thing historically that they ask you to do is make a list of your friends, and then you're going to call your friends and they give you a script. So many people do that and halfway through get discouraged and never really get into the business. If you've been in more than one network marketing company, then you remember what they call the NFL club, the no friends left. You can't keep calling people. Change your picture, you'll start conversations with people. Conversations that will end up bringing people into the business. The happy birthday. I changed my profile birthday on LinkedIn. I'm getting birthday messages like crazy. Wishing someone a happy holiday. We have St. Patrick's Day coming up in March. We have unofficial holidays, and then we have the results that you get when you post something of a motivational or personal development nature. 5 actions that you could build a multi-million-dollar business around. So your friends on Facebook, your friends on LinkedIn see it, they like it, and then you send a text message to the suitable prospects that respond to any of your actions, depending upon who they are. Follow my scripts to enroll them into your business. Now, it takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email, but it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text message. Response rates increase dramatically when you use my scripts and my secret sauce, which are images that move or GIFs. Today, 99% of your prospecting, recruiting, and business building activity can now be done on your mobile phone with a LinkedIn and a Facebook phone app. So adding animated content to your text message is producing immediate results, and it's a way to impress your connections and showcase your social networking expertise. Posting literally puts you in a position to be categorized as a social networking influencer. A GIF, a moving image, draws extra attention to your message, so people are much more likely to answer it much faster. Wishing someone a happy birthday. Hey, I want to wish you a happy birthday. You know, we've been connected on LinkedIn since September of 2015, but we've never really talked. You always ask a question. What prompted you to become a teacher? Gifts are my secret sauce. This month, we have National Oreo Day. I got a great script for that one. Easter, Father's Day, National Selfie Day. Where did they come up with these holidays? That's National Ice Cream Cake Day. Got the 4th of July. Happy Pina Colada Day. So the frequent use of animated GIFs in your message is going to make you stand out from the crowd of other people that your prospects are talking to, make them smile, and make them respond to you faster. So whether it's a birthday, all kinds of moving images. Martin, one of my coaching students, it was during our coaching that he sent this to my staff. During our coaching, he suggested that I change the date of my birthday. Tell Max I'm doing very well with a UK-based affiliate program. Thanks to his coaching, being active on LinkedIn, and wishing someone a happy birthday 4 months ago, I just had my first $12,000 a month. Jacqueline, having great success with the birthday strategy. I had almost 200 people which reached out to wish me a happy birthday. On the 28th, I started conversation with most of them. I got 28 people looking at my business. A few months later, she said, Max, over the last few months, my business has exploded. I'm enrolling more people than ever, and the new people I'm working with are experiencing amazing success a few days after they start. This is amazing. It's so much fun. I'm not showing you these to impress you. I'm showing these to impress upon you what you can be doing. Listen, I appreciate the fact that you're buying my courses, my digital courses. I appreciate the fact that you're jumping into boot camps. Maybe you just want to stay educated on things. But if you're not talking to 10 people every day about your business, then wow, are you missing the boat? Judy sent me, I did what you said. Wish someone an early happy birthday. Then asked how they were doing. I hadn't talked in a while. Next thing I know, she reached out to me, and now I sign her up as an associate. Thank you. I'm so happy I'm doing your boot camp. Thierry, your birthday strategy resulted in hundreds of messages and more people to talk to than I could imagine. Louis, just wanted to say your change the birthday month strategy is genius. I'm still catching up. So whether it's an anniversary or a holiday or a motivating image, doesn't matter. These are all opportunities for you to talk to people. Doesn't matter what the image is. Coming up, we got St. Patrick's Day. And early in March, we have Dentist Day. So there are holidays every month. And the holiday strips create more likes, comments, and shares, more conversation with prospects, opportunities to introduce your business, creates better rapport with your prospects, increased awareness of who you are, creates the perception that you're an expert to your niche audience, and appreciation of your influencer status. Posting a GIF, a moving image, does the same thing. A GIF can increase your visibility and responses by 10 times. People respond to you faster when you post a GIF, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, gives you an opportunity to talk to people. A like, comment, and share becomes a lead, leads become prospects, and prospects become business partners or customers. So start talking to the people who respond and react to what you do. Reach out to people and start talking to them based on their activity. And you can develop genuine, solid relationships quickly with effective engagement and conversation. Our project launch script is producing outrageous results. Immediate response, genuine curiosity, serious interest, a sense of urgency, fast, decisive action, immediate duplication, faster team growth, and faster rank advancement. So in March, we have over 30 holidays. On the 6th, we got National Oreo Day, and we also have Dentist Day. On the 7th, we got National Cereal Day. And on the 17th, we got St. Patrick's Day, and there are 28 other holidays. The 23rd is National Puppy Day. And there are other holidays. April, again, we have all kinds of holidays. The 11th is National Pet Day. The 4th is National Burrito Day. Friday is Deep Dish Pizza Day. And May, I'm bringing these up so that you can plan. What are we going to do for 90 days? Now, everybody's got a story. Carol was building a business. She'd been in the company for 15 years. She loved the product, but the company was not social media friendly. She went through boot camp, loved working online. Her sponsor was one of the most successful people in the business, but he was a phone guy. You mentioned Facebook or LinkedIn to him, and he went, forget about it. So she did a round of coaching with me, and she loved it. She's a great communicator. Of course, the other problem she had was that her company didn't have good tools. So she signed a couple of people up in the business, not as much as other people were doing, and she should have been doing more, but she had a problem. We had to string together a couple of videos off of YouTube to show the business. So she said, Max, I love the product, but I'm not crazy about the business opportunity. Well, maybe I should join another company. So I introduced her to a top earner in the company. She joined it. She joined it in June, and she sends me this. Thanks to you, I made 10 presentations, enrolled 8 customers in only 6 days. Ended up having the best month in June I've ever had in over 15 years of my business. Think about it. 6 days, the last 6 days of the month. And who'd she talk to? She talked to people that she'd been talking to, building relationships that weren't interested in her last company because it was hard to understand. And she rank advanced. Changed my life, and I'm having incredible fun. That was month 1. And then during the month, she sent me this. On one day, I was having a problem with my iPhone and met a great gal at the Verizon store. Your scripts are now naturally a part of my conversation. She was an eager communicator and very interested in my business. We went for lunch 2 days later, and she enrolled in my business. And I made a great new friend. So easy, online or offline, what you teach works. Thanks, Max, working with you this year has made all the difference in my business. Now, whether you're in boot camp, and I appreciate, you're buying my digital courses. I don't show you these to impress you. I show you these to impress upon you what you can be doing. Okay, if you're not doing it, okay, appreciate what you do. The bottom line is, if you ever decided to get serious, and you can tell, when you're building a team, you can tell the people on your team are working. How can you tell? By looking at the number of connections they have. Well, this was month 1. Second month, she rank advanced again. Thanks to you, my business is taking off like a rocket. My team is on fire, duplicating over the last 2 months. We now have 23 customers in our organization. I reached the first rank of director in the last 6 days of my first month, enrolling 8 customers after 10 presentations. My second month, I rank advanced again to director 2 and have 1 team member advance to director. This month, the average is 1 new customer daily. And this is so much fun. It's hard to stop talking to people. Everything you teach works. Thank you for all your help. I changed her life. You stick to this, folks. It's going to change yours. And then month 3, thanks to working with you in your coaching program, I've advanced a rank in my business every month for the last 3 months. Now a director 3, and I'm now having incredible fun building my business. And I hear this all the time. Not that you changed my life, but I wish I knew about you years ago. The following month, her mother passed away. So she had to take off time for that, but now I understand she's a director 6. Chuck, after 1 coaching session, I want to send you a quick message. Thank you for the guidance. My business got a huge steroid injection with that 1 piece of advice. I brought in 13 customers this week. Now, how does that happen? He's already connected to people. So when he makes his change, he's got all these people he can talk to. Nelson, after our coaching call today, we went to work and connected and communicated and got 4 booked appointments for tomorrow. We gave 2 presentations so far, enrolled both of them. We just got off our team call and showed our results live, and they're fired up. Folks, believe you can, and you're halfway there. Don't waste time waiting for inspiration. Begin, and inspiration will find you. Now, last night, we finished our February boot camp. And we have opened up registration for our March boot camp. As soon as you register for the March boot camp, you're going to have access to the recorded sessions of the February boot camp. However, I want to point out that you can change your life in the next 90 days with focused energy. Repetition is the key to network marketing mastery. Your participation in my March, April, and May boot camps will enable you to establish a solid foundation for massive growth on LinkedIn and Facebook for the rest of the year. Attend the March, April, and May boot camp. You'll pay the lowest price possible, $59 a month. You'll also get our scripts for social network, our anthology of scripts. And as an extra, if you're one of the next 15 people to register for the 90-day challenge, you'll be able to participate in my weekly coaching mastermind sessions for 90 days, coinciding with the 3 boot camps you're going to be in. These mastermind sessions have previously been reserved for just my personal coaching clients. They're highly interactive training to address the core issues that are holding everybody back. It's a special order. People are paying $1,800. Every Saturday from 1 to 2:30, we have open problem-solving sessions. We help everyone overcome confidence issues, discuss recruiting tactics and scripts with your prospects. We demonstrate advanced searching techniques on LinkedIn. We resolve closing issues with your prospects, and we review your 90-day game plan progress. And finally, we help with setting and achieving reasonable goals. So go to maxsteingart.com/90-day challenge, register, and be in the small group, because usually it's reserved for coaching students. Tomorrow is the last day of the month. Daryl, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to you today. We will definitely do it tomorrow. Just hang on. I know you're ready to go, and you're anxious, and I'm as anxious. Believe me, I'm as anxious as you are. So, for the rest of you, tomorrow's the last day of the month. There are still people that want to talk to you. LinkedIn is going to make that possible. And if any of you are interested in working with me one-on-one, write to support@maxsteingart.com, put in the headline, in the subject line, coaching, put your phone number in, and one of my students, one of my staff members will reach out to you. I have room on my schedule for one more person. I won't be able to take on any more coaching students until probably the 3rd week in March. So, until next time, folks, it's a gold mine. Between the retired people and the people that are looking for work, there is no reason why you can't be talking to 10, 15, 20 people every day. No reason why you can't be enrolling 1 or 2 people a week. The LinkedIn program that you want to sign up for depends on who you're looking for and what you do. You've got the Sales Navigator, which is cheaper. And then you have Recruiter Lite. It really depends on who you're trying to connect with and what you're trying to promote. Recruiter Lite will let you know who's new. And sometimes, depending upon what you're trying to sell, it doesn't matter. And then Recruiter will let you connect with people that are new, as well as people that are posting. They're not cheap, but you should be able to sign up 1 or 2 people a week. They pay for themselves. So until next time, best of luck in building your business, and God bless.